Love in the midst of the calling. Episode 1, Where he leads, we will follow. The early spring wind moved gently along the west side as Michael and Naomi stood together outside the youth center they had helped revive. The doors were still closed for the morning, but inside, the echoes of yesterday's joy lingered. God had been faithful. God had been moving. Naomi held Michael's hand and whispered a prayer, remembering Psalm chapter 25 verse 4, "Show me thy ways, O Lord, teach me thy paths." And for the first time, she sensed something deeper stirring in her heart, something new, something that felt like a stepping stone into a higher calling. Michael felt it too. He looked toward the neighborhood, toward the blocks he grew up on, and then toward the skyline rising in the distance. "Naomi," he said softly, "I think the Lord is preparing us for something beyond what we expected." And she nodded, trusting the one who never misleads his own. Episode 2, The Call That Changed Everything. It happened on a quiet evening when they were walking along Madison Street after Bible study. Pastor Lewis had pulled them aside earlier, asking them to pray about a new outreach assignment that would stretch them farther than ever before. But the true moment came when Naomi checked her voicemail that evening. It was a message from a women's ministry in need of leadership, partnering with youth outreach across Chicago's west and south sides. The request was enormous. The responsibility was heavy. Yet the peace she felt while hearing it was undeniable. Michael listened to the message twice. Then 3 times. And he felt the same unshakable stillness. "This is bigger than us," Naomi whispered. "But not bigger than God," Michael replied, remembering Philippians chapter 1 verse 6. Together they prayed on the sidewalk, hands clasped, hearts surrendered, willing to step wherever the Lord pointed. Episode 3, Opposition in the Open. Whenever God opens a door, the enemy attempts to slam another. Just a week into their preparation for the new ministry partnership, rumors began stirring in the neighborhood. Some questioned their intentions. Some mocked their faith. Others accused them of trying to act holy. It was the kind of spiritual tension Michael had known his whole life on Chicago's west side, but now he felt the weight of protecting Naomi from it. Naomi, however, stood stronger than he expected. "We wrestle not against flesh and blood," she reminded him gently, quoting Ephesians chapter 6 verse 12 with a calm confidence that made Michael fall deeper in love. Together they fasted, prayed, and encouraged each other through the words of Isaiah chapter 41 verse 10. Opposition grew, but so did their trust in God. Episode 4, A Faith Tested and Strengthened. The first joint outreach event approached, and everything that could go wrong seemed to. Scheduling troubles. Miscommunications. Weather forecasts predicting thunderstorms. Volunteers dropping out at the last minute. Naomi sat on the steps of the youth center, feeling the pressure. Michael sat beside her, placing an arm around her shoulder. He did not try to fix everything. He simply prayed. "Lord," Michael said softly, "you began this work. You will finish it." Naomi exhaled, letting the truth wash over her. They turned their worries into worship, their fears into faith, and their stress into surrender. And by morning, without explanation, everything fell into place. The weather cleared. Volunteers returned. Supplies arrived unexpectedly. God had moved again. And their bond grew stronger through the trial. Episode 5, The Everlasting Yes. The event was powerful. Children heard the gospel. Families received prayer. Strangers came together in unexpected unity. Naomi spoke softly yet boldly, sharing the love of Christ with compassion and clarity. Michael assisted youth from block to block, ministering with patience and joy. As the sun set behind the skyline, they sat together on a bench outside the center, exhausted yet overflowing with gratitude. "Naomi," Michael said, voice trembling slightly, all of this, all that God is doing, all that we are facing. It has taught me something. She looked at him with gentle curiosity. That wherever God sends us, Michael continued, I want to walk that road with you. Not just in ministry. Not just in outreach. But in life. Tears formed in Naomi's eyes, the soft glow of the street lamp reflecting in them. Michael, she whispered, my answer is yes. Not a proposal yet. Not a ring yet. But the unmistakable beginning of a covenant journey ordained by God. Their calling was shared. Their mission was unified. Their hearts were becoming one. And next, would be the unfolding of that promise.